Welcome to the channel, everyone. Today I am working on my Ranger 6x6. I'm actually going to update the look of the Ranger to the newer style hood. I believe in 2005 they changed the hood shape to kind of give it an updated look. So that's what I'm going to do. It's an easy bolt-on deal because they're pretty much the same shape, but I'll show you what I got here. But first off, I want to thank Power Sports Nation for helping me out with some of these parts. If you guys need used ATV, UTV parts, they probably have the part you need, and I believe they're doing rebuilt engines and transmissions too. So look those guys up if you need parts. So what I actually got from these guys is a Camo set of plastics, and this is the hood piece, and then the dash piece. And you can see it's shaped a little different. You can see the grill is separate. There's the grill down here. Also, the headlights are different. These headlights are way better than these ones. These ones are pretty well junk. But yeah, I've always wanted a set of these Camo plastics. And these ones, if you know Polaris and their Camo plastics, they're early ones, you probably know that they fade. And they usually go to like a purple. This one here, this set here, it hasn't done the purple thing, but it's definitely faded. You can see on the dash here where it's been protected. It's supposed to have a little more color to it, a little more greens and browns. It's pretty much faded to a white color. The way I plan to fix that is I'm going to clear coat this thing, and I'm going to tint the clear coat with like a green color. Actually the same green I used for all my bed liner that I sprayed on this thing. So I'm hoping to clear it with the green tinted clear coat, and hopefully it's going to bring this thing back to life. It's probably not going to look like it did originally, but hopefully it's going to bring it back to life. I know I've seen a lot of people just like paint over this Camo to fix the purple and the faded, but the Camo is a neat option to have, and I don't want to just cover all that up. I believe back in the day it was like a $400 or $500 option to add the Camo onto the machine. So I'd like to keep the Camo. I'm going to try to fix this the best way I can. It does have some chipping of the Camo. This thing, if someone buys the Camo plastics, they're probably out there hunting or in the woods. So it does have a little bit of damage that I'm going to have to fix here and there. It has the 700 twin decal here. I'm going to have to get that off. Also on the dash, someone put some stickers there. I think I can get that off with my eraser wheel. This one here, it almost feels like it's like baked on, so I don't think it's going to come off that easily. But we'll see. Also picked up a matching glove box door for it. So that'll be nice. I can paint this all together so it all matches. Probably going to get my airbrush out to fix these pieces that are chipped off. And I don't know, I might play with my airbrush, see if I can't bring maybe a little bit of color back to this thing. But yeah, that's the plan, guys, to swapped the plastics out for this newer. This came from a 2007, I believe. So it was pretty much the end of this body style. And they started getting the camo a little better. So I think that's why this is not purple, because it's the later camo. And this is the Mossy Oak Real Tree, I believe. It's every once in a while they stamp that into it, and I can't seem to find one right now. But so I'm probably not going to get these plastics on the machine in this video. I'm just going to try to get this clear coated and looking the way I want it to look. But first I got to tackle this decal, so that's what I'm going to do next. So that eraser wheel always impresses me when I get to use it. So now I'm just taking some of the cleaner that I use to clean before I paint, and I'm just taking off the sticky residue that is left over from the eraser wheel, and it seems to do really good with taking that residue off. A word of caution, guys, when you're using the eraser wheel on plastic, be very cautious with that so you don't overheat it and melt it. This camo is actually really surprising me how durable it is. It seems to be very, very durable. So I got the 700 twin fuel injection sticker off. You can see it underneath it didn't fade quite as bad, but I think once I get done with my clear coat, you won't even notice that. It'll all blend together. I did use a razor blade to scrape that off, and I really don't recommend that. I am going to clear coat this, and I've got a lot of years of using a razor blade. So if you don't have a lot of experience with a razor blade, I would not recommend that. It is very, very easy to go in there and literally scrape plastic, paint, you know, whatever you're working on. I definitely would not use a razor blade on paint. That will cause deep scratches in the paint. This is plastic with this camo on top of it, and like I said, I am gonna clear coat it, so it just, that sticker had, like, I don't know, petrified or whatever, and turned really hard. So the eraser wheel really wasn't going to work on that. So, and I did have to scrape it so it was flat. But like I said, I would not recommend that unless you're very experienced with the razor. Same with the side. Got this side off, and feels pretty good. Might have a little more to scrape off right there. Might scrape a little more off of that. But that's pretty much it. Used my, again, the stuff I use to clean before I paint. Wiped it all down. And I'm pretty much about ready to clean these off. I've got these right here. They broke off a bunch of these mounts for the grill. So I got to take them out. And all this is just a little screw that is going into those plastic. And I got a few of those I got to take off. This one over here has been broke off. And then I'm going to give these a really good bath. Just going to hose them off and scrub them down with an old mitt because they're pretty dirty underneath and stuff. And then I think I got to fix a few of these. This one here is broken, so I'm just going to kind of melt it back together with my solder gun, like I showed in the past how to repair plastic. This one here is a little cracked too, so I think I'll see if I can fix this one up. But yeah, I'm going to do those and then start cleaning these off. So this is what it looks like after adding a little bit of brown accents to it, because there's a lot of brown in camo. So just use the brown. Also use the brown to hide some of them bad spots that were like really white. So just like I said, added some brown to some of the wood in the camo and the the leaves. And the airbrush really works out good for that. Added some to the dash as well. Some brown. Had to hide some of the scratches on this. But I think it'll work out once I get my tinted clear coat. I think it's gonna really look. It's gonna look good. I think it's gonna look like good camo. This is my airbrush. I don't believe I've ever shown this before. I don't use it a whole lot. I'm definitely no expert airbrush. Some of those guys can really go to town, and they're real artists with the airbrush. I'm not like that. Just don't use it enough. The one I have is by DeVilbiss, and it's old. I've had this a really long time. Thought I was gonna get into the airbrushing a little more, but just kind of never did. It's got its own air supply, its own compressor there, and then it's got a air line. And yeah, here's the airbrush and the controller. But okay, so I'm mixing up my clear coat, and this is just this is actually supposed to be like semi-gloss or satin clear coat, and I've got that mixed up, and I've got a little bit of this green. That this is the color of the bed liner that I used on the Ranger. So hopefully I'm going to add a little bit of this, not a ton of it, just a little bit. And that might have been too much. I guess we'll see. So there they are, guys. All finished up. Actually, they're a few hours into their drying time, but it looks awesome. I think it turned out perfect. I mean, the plastics aren't perfect. There's some imperfections and some scratches here and there in the camo, but I think I've got it all hidden pretty well. I didn't show me actually spraying this stuff. Clear coat is really bad. It gets on camera lenses and stuff. It's real sticky stuff, so I don't usually like to show the clear coating step of the painting process. But I just used my gun, my HVLP gun that I've showed many times me painting, and it works awesome. This technique of tinting clear coat, guys, can be used you know, for all kinds of situations. I've tinted headlights and taillights and stuff like that. Used black to do that. But I mean, you can pretty much tint anything, any color that you want. And the satin color looks awesome with this camo. I know I've seen some people gloss clear coat camo, and it looks okay, but I think camo should be satin. But anyway, these look awesome. I can't really mess with these for a few days because they gotta cure. So I don't know when that video is gonna be out of actually putting these plastics on, but hopefully soon, guys. Anyway, I guess hopefully you enjoyed the video here. I'll see you guys.